for MP. He's so hungry to own these big moments.
Durant. Oh, the shot is off. Nets leading by 5. MP fires. And the three misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Thompson outside. Outside Durant. Takes the shot. Oh, no good. And that's an intentional foul. Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
And they double up MP. Oh, missed on the tray.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
We've got to run a play that's a quick strike. We've got to immediately foul after that.
And what a huge moment right there. Smith connecting on a big-time shot.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Timeout called. Houston. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Driving inside, here's Durant. Rebounded by Porter, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Michael Porter Jr. at the line, 2 times.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
That's how you protect a lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
Timeout call, Houston. They're down by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
Now, it's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Porter's there. It's good from beyond the arc.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make the play for someone else.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. At the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just a great job there. He put the game out of reach.
Sengun. So we see Brooklyn get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
All right, let's send it over courtside.
Great scoring effort from you tonight, MP, as you topped 30 points in a win. Watching you play, it looked like this wasn't just any old win for you.
Every win is a jewel, Dominic. There's no just another diamond, you know? I mean, do you really know what I'm saying? They all shine in their own beautiful way. What you just saw out there, what I just did, that was me laying my emotions bare, giving my all, knowing that I just gave you another diamond. One that you can cherish and pass down to your children and your children's children.
We will, MP. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. I mean that. You're welcome.
Brian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Dominic. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long.
All right, Coach. So let's talk Defensive Player of the Year.
Let's do it.
All right. So you know a lot of the voters, right? What are they looking for?
They're looking for a good defender who stops his man. The best defenders to elevate their teammates and stop entire offenses.
Right.
Look at Gobert. The way he affects so much space around him and around his teammates. Dwight Howard was the same way.
Ooh, KG.
Yeah, KG was the same.
Okay. So, in your opinion, who was the best you ever saw at elevating his teammates on defense?
Ooh, you really want to know who?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy didn't average a block or steal.
Okay, who that?
Rodman. I never saw anyone do more things that didn't have stats for than Rodman. But anyone watching couldn't miss his value, including the voters. He won Defensive Player of the Year 2 years in a row.
Crazy. You know, people like stats too, though. You know, steals, rebounding, blocks. But you don't really see someone win those type of awards today without some statistical dominance. So
Blocks and steals are great, but sometimes taking a charge or bumping the screener makes all the difference. That moment tells you what's needed, MP. Just trust your instincts, make winning plays, and the awards will follow.
see, people, that's why we're interviewing this guy. Facts, quantum facts. Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
He about to tear the roof off.
And we might be witnessing history again with MP tonight. He now has a chance to set the record for the most three-pointers in a single season. We know the current record, of course, is with Steph Curry. MP could break that tonight. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Up front, it's Gordon and Valanciunas. Hardaway is out there with Murray, and it's Watson in at the small forward position. And for the Nets, they've got Sharp, MP out there with Demon. Then it's Porter, and it's Minot in at the power forward. And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
Trying to send him out to the sideline for more on this spectacular season MP is putting together.
Thanks, guys. Well, he's been shooting lights out all year long. He's now made the second most triples ever in a season. And, best believe it, no shot is out of his range. Guys?
Well, he is a real flamethrower. Thanks. And MP is what everyone knows. He really wants to take home Defensive Player of the Year.
And I love that MP has put out a specific objective. It's something that he is working hard towards, making an impact on the defensive end, making things tough on the opponent. Everyone will be watching to see how he plays.
Outside Hardaway. At the elbow, it's Valanciunas. Over Sharp.
0 for 3 from the field. The offense is still trying to find its bearings.
And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And the basket by MP. For Denver, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Let's it go from 14. Murray, no good.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
A 3 from MP. And the Nets, another 3.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you want to start.
Jacks up a 3. It's in. He's a very efficient 5 in the game.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Outside Gordon. Hardaway for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A 3 from MP. And Valanciunas pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 13. Watson for 3. Porter pulls it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
MP looking around. Carries it from 3-point range. MP's got 18 points in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
You go, fans. Get on your feet. Get loud. It's time to keep fighting.
Has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the mid-season surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Brooklyn. Right now they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He picked up 49 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
36 seconds left to play in the first. Out to the right wing. A 3 ball. Shot. It's good on the putback.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting can jump out to this league.
Here's Murray. Brooklyn with the rebound. Porter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Tries from 10. Another miss by MP.
You're not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And a miss there on the triple. And so it's MP making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Out on the perimeter, it's going to be Brown and Johnson. Then there's Brown, then it's Jones, and it's Holmes in at the 5, down low. Just 2 to shoot, and he makes that one. Brown's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Denver.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
To the middle, here's Conley. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
From deep, Williams. Denver grabs the miss. They're getting their first look at the season at the Nets in this one.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
A somewhat surprising split. One team made the playoffs and the other was lottery bound.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. For Brooklyn, and now it's checked in, and it's Michael Porter in for Traore. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. And here is Murray. Following the three-pointer by MP. Johnson, good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Williams has a screen for MP. Here's Claxton, banked in off the glass. And the Nets lead by 21.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Johnson kicks to Watson. Murray outside. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Murray's got 7.
And operating off the ball, credit Murray for staying engaged, ready to fire when asked.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years. But he's never wanted to shrink from the challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Demons subbed in for Zaire Williams. Denver also making some changes. Valanciunas is checked in for Johnson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Christian Brown. Now here's Murray. He had 27 points last game. And the basket by Gordon.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
That's leading by 17. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Murray. Drills it from outside. MP's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Brooklyn.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps driving his shots at a ridiculous clip.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. LeBron James talked winning teams. He said to be successful, you got to have one, possibly two stars, but at the end of the day, you have to have those soldiers around them. You got to have the supporting cast and the rest of those guys that are going to be ready to go. Back to you.
Yeah, but team effort. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. And here is Murray. Following the three-pointer by MP. Murray dishes to Valanciunas. On the wing, Gordon. Murray outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues that they just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Hopefully this is a reality check for them. Teams in this league are just too good. You will be punished for your mistakes.
And here is Valanciunas following the three-pointer by MP. Screen by Valanciunas. Hardaway from outside hits the three-point bomb. Hardaway has got 6 in the quarter.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
MP's shot is good.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Murray against MP. Over MP. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in fairly good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Denver Nuggets.
Defensively, play like you care, that's all.
Well, there's also a talent gap, right? I mean, what can they do about that tonight?
I'm saying, show some backbone. This is embarrassing, Kenneth.
And now it's time to bring up the Players of the Month in the NBA. For the Eastern Conference, MP.
Award goes to MP, baby.
I love the suspense, but really, was there any doubt? I don't know. Congratulations, nonetheless. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
Nets leading by 23. They've got Michael Porter. MP out there with Demon. Then it's Sharp. And it's Minot. Connects again from distance.
And with every three-pointer made now, he comes closer to that top spot.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance.
Well, Curry's high mark of 402 is so far ahead of the rest of the field, but he's got a good chance to come close to it the way he's been shooting.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Back to Murray. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the shot goes down. And that's now 9 points for Jamal Murray.
And inside Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot.
Back to MP. Pass to Minot, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Desmond Bane and the Orlando Magic. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that matchup against the Grizzlies, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. Number 1, the Nets.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And here's MP for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. MP's got 47 points.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been 3? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Watson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Nets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And stolen by Murray. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
MP passes to Porter. Here's Demon. Off target from three-point range. Nuggets have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And Hardaway gets it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And stolen by Murray. Pass to Hardaway. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Watson for 3. Unable to get that one. And here's MP. They'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Now Watson. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
From downtown, count it, number 5 for the 4 this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
And Brooklyn with another turnover here. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Big good substitution here for Denver. Zeke Najee's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Gordon. Christian Brown's checked in for Peyton Watson. And it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. The Nuggets on offense. They're on a 16-3 run. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Najee. Aaron Gordon comes in for Johnson. Watson, he's checked in for Christian Brown. And it's Jamal Murray in for Bruce Brown. On the wing, MV. And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you see 48 minutes, there will be a break.
So out there for the Nuggets right now. Up front, it's Gordon and Valanciunas. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3. Shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good.
Bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Valanciunas hits them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he kind of threw himself off when he saw how much space he had for three.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Watson inside. Lays it up off the glass.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And stolen by Murray. Outside Hardaway. And pass to Gordon.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Nets leading by 17. With the button.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Brooklyn.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice.
Good, he hits again.
Once again, he's hit the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature this season.
This performance, GA, has tied him for third most 50-point games in a season. He keeps just delivering one great performance after another.
I can't believe he has matched Kobe's 10 games of 50 points. Just shows the level of greatness we are witnessing this season.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Gordon.
Well, Aaron Gordon affects every aspect of the game. Plus, he infuses athleticism and versatility into your lineup. Such a valuable piece of this team.
Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
MP against Brown. Pass to Holmes. There's the triple. Rebound by Williams. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Brown, the pass to Gordon. Here's Holmes. Claxton covering. Shoots the three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Holmes with the steal. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
An incredible display of shot making and clutch play, MP. As you reach the half-century mark in a win, you look like you are not going to be denied. Was there any extra motivation for you in this one?
My motivation evolves with every game. I didn't come to the arena thinking 50 or bust tonight. I just started getting good looks and cashing them in. And that left my teammates free to focus on other stuff, winning plays, crashing the boards. That's what I'm happiest about. We just want to win, and we did that tonight.
Congratulations again, MP.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. See you next time.
If you do make them, try soaking, then drain.
Yeah, flash fry, dry, and fry again. Get that crunchy outside, tender inside.
All right, cut it out. I'm starting to get hungry. Gotta go get...
All right, MP, what are you doing?
I'm visualizing all the baskets. I'm not giving up tonight. Not giving up tonight.
How do you visualize something that doesn't happen?
Glad you asked. I'm picturing them throwing up bricks. But a lot of what makes me Defensive Player of the Year, you know, my peoples know, it's hard to see with the naked eye. Nah, intangible stuff. Hustle, determination. All those hours in the gym, getting my fitness up.
And a little name recognition doesn't hurt. Love them some MP.
Name recognition goes a long way when you're trying to get recognized. But it's funny how that works, right?
So, fans should look out for the invisible and the intangible from you on defense tonight?
Well, I mean, there'll be plenty of tangible things too, Xander. But I'm the whole package, baby. Just watch.
There he is.
How you feeling?
We'll have a Brooklyn Nets t-shirt for every fan in the arena so we can also offer.
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. All right, everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
Yeah, and his block averages have been trending the wrong way. But honestly, these numbers can be misleading. Sometimes guys just don't want to take a shot around you.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. White and Brown. Team up is the backcourt. Jason Tatum out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Dimon out there with MP. Then there's Sharp. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Minot in at the four. Well, Stan, I know you love the numbers. What they're telling us tonight, these teams can shoot it.
Yeah, this is two of the best in the league from beyond the arc. They've got great spacing. And I like that they're always looking for a better shot on the perimeter.
All right, a report waiting for us courtside with all the details on this standout season for MP.
Thanks, guys. Well, he's made history. The most three-point makes in a season and still going. Every time he touches the ball, something special can happen, and opposing defenses are working overtime to try and stop it. Back to you.
He is so fun to watch. Good stuff there. Thank you. And talking about MP, he loves playing defense. Has designs on that Defensive Player of the Year trophy. Gotta love the decisive nature of MP's personality.
Setting out to win Defensive Player of the Year is no small thing. It put a microscope on MP's defense, and that hasn't always been a positive for him. But I know he's learning from every experience and finding ways to tighten up his defensive game so he can keep chasing that goal.
Here's MP, following the three by Boston. Knocks it down from distance. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Now here's Vucevic. Off target with a jump hook. Pass to Dimon. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
MP, that one's good.
And the three ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Now here's Tatum. Defense is right there. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. From deep, MP. Boston pulls it in. Last time they met in Boston.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
Yeah, but those are the games you can learn from. You see where you are now and where you need to get to.
Here's MP, following the bucket by the Celtics. From outside the arc, hits a three-pointer. MP's got 9.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
White, the pass to Hauser. It's Brown on the wing. He played a great game against Indiana. Clock at 6.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in.
Number 52, Luka Garza.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Launches it. He buries it from 3.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And here's MP from outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Boston's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Tatum passes to White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. 7 points in the game.
Well, I like how White has upgraded his ball handling over the years. A big part of his growth.
MP looking around. The 3. Shot's no good. Made 4, he's missed 4 now. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
White can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. From deep, MP. Oh, another miss by MP. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. And there's White. That's good on the assist from Tatum. White's got 10 points.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
And here's MP from outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Man, this has been a fair... For Boston, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Taking a look at the Celtics. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Garza in at the 5. Pass to MP. Takes a 3. MP drills the 3.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Here's Shireman. Again, the miss by Boston. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against New York was outstanding. He ended up with 44 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the 3 by Boston. MP way outside. Right away. They patch it with a 3-pointer of their own. MP's got 6 points in the quarter. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Shireman, covered by MP. Garza's shot is good.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Fires it. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
And you know, in this quarter, they really brought up their shooting percentage.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Outside Tatum, puts up a three. Rebounded by Toure. Brooklyn leading by 4. From deep, MP. That shot missing. The Celtics have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Pass to Tatum. Nice look inside from Tatum.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
You look at MP, looking pretty comfortable in that starting 5 for the East. He's second thus far.
And that's a reflection of just how unreal his season has been. To play second in this tough Eastern Conference is very impressive.
And it's hard to contain the excitement as we look ahead to what promises to be an outstanding All-Star weekend. Here's Hauser, following the 3 by Brooklyn. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
From deep, MP. They get it again. Outside Porter. And here's MP from outside. Sinks the tray. MP's got 26.
He's dropping the 3 ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
Outside Tatum. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. MP outside. The 3 is up. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense. With the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Here's the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. And that's not going to go. And so it's Brooklyn. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back to the game after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Boston Celtics.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You like gasoline on a flame, I'd say.